Cable to Lilly. Oh, and he's bowled him. That was a good ball, that. Pitched just about off stump, hit off stump as well, and from the angle that he bowled, that must have come in just a shade. Through the gate, and Lilly is out. The first wicket goes down for Essex. 41's the total, and Lilly is bowled by Capel for 17. Let's have another look at that. This was an excellent ball by Capel. Got in quite close to the stumps. Well up and through the gate, and that's the end of Lilly.
Applause around the ground with Gooch's 50 going up on the board. Of 76 balls, there's only been 4 fours in it. And it's all over. That's a shot he's been looking to play, always takes a chance there. A good delivery there from Walker, a good sensible piece of bowling. Walker length, squeezing through. Knocking back the middle stump. Gooch again looking to give himself that little bit of room, and it's a good reply from Walker. He's pitched it right up in the block hole. Right through there. And disturbs the middle stump. Two men on the off, 2 on the leg side, looking to save the single, the rest now push back on the boundary. It's beaten batsman, wicket keeper. Legs there, it's 4 runs. Neatest of deflections here from Kenny McEwen. Takes him within 4 of his 50. Piece of fielding there by the tall, lanky West Indian. Foot firmly behind the line. That's short. I don't think anybody's going to run for that. That's 50 for Ken McEwen, and that will bring him the fastest televised 50. Comes off 49 balls, 5 fours, and that beats Clive Rice's 50 against Essex at Horsham. Took him 51 balls. So he's home and dry by 2 balls at the moment. It's in the air, but it's going to be safe. Just 1 bounce over the ropes, and dropping some 15 to 20 paces away from that deep mid-wicket fielder. Derek Pringle looking to hit the first 6 of the day. Clout it on the leg side, but just dropping short. Beautiful stroke. Flashing square drive by McEwen, and 4 more to his score. Waited for it, over pitch, timed it to perfection, crashed it through the offside. Short one hoisted away, safely again in the air to mid-wicket for 4 more. So some fine scoring shots on both sides of the wicket from Kenny McEwen. Chops it down quite lazily there. Gives him 2 more. Essex fin. Full pitch and no ball. Going to bring 2 more. When Larkins found himself out at long on now, he's got quite a jog around. And a few more. Square on the offside, almost a repeat shot. It's just 2 runs this time. been made to suffer in this over. And there's still some more. Larkins will see it's only one. That's through the gap on the offside. Quite a reasonable length ball, but Pringle foot down the wicket, hitting it on the up to make it the most expensive over bowl by any Northants bowler today. 17 off it. And Capel's 7 overs have now cost 44 runs. Did take the first wicket to go down, that of Alan Lee. They bowled him with a useful one, which bowled by Walker, just as he made his 50. But McEwen in great form. He's on 68 now. Pringle's gone on to 11. Eight overs to go, but this will be Jim Griffith's final over. It's a no ball into the bargain, but it's 4 runs. There's nobody down at long leg now. A cheeky shot. Beautifully placed, extremely well played there by Pringle for 4 more. Shuffles across, gets inside it, little flick of the wrists, and away it. Repeated the shot, cheekily whipping that off somewhere around about middle stump. But the placement was good, the timing was better, and 4 more to Pringle. And that could indeed be 4 more. But Alan Lamb has moved a little finer this time. Full toss. Pringle again looking around that leg side field, which has been very profitable to him. He crashes another one through there. And Larkins no chance of cutting it off. And 4 more to the Essex all-rounder. I think they'll chance a second to Roger Harper. Now. That's in the air, it should be out. Alan Lamb's moving under it, very safe pair of hands. At the end of Kenny McEwen for a really excellent 70. Caught by Alan Lamb off the bowling of David Capel. And that wicket falls with Essex total on exactly 170. looking for the big one, but got too much underneath it, got too much height. And Alan Lamb moving nicely, takes the catch. Ken McEwen received only 62 balls in all, 7 fours. And that's his 28th 50 in this competition. Slight change in the order. Norbert Phillip coming in, try and launch a few furious big hits during these final overs. .73, 6 overs to go. Phillip in ahead of Fletcher, and who knows, Hardy, Turner and East can all throw the bat as well. Walker coming back. Phillip getting safely off the mark. Should be 2 there for him. Need 27 balls. Phillips favouring the offside. Well under to Phillip. To go quickly. It's difficult for Alan Lamb. He only had 1 stump to shy at that end. To Pringle. Overpitched. It's not a bad delivery in these circumstances. Gets his feet nicely into position. He's looked flat onside, he's made it again. And that ball was pitched round about middle stump. 82 for 3 with 4 overs to go. Walker's 2 to bowl, Malander 2 to bowl. Somebody should have been backing up. Pringle's only just woken up to the fact everybody's running everywhere out there. Sliced around the offside this time. Flipping Kenny McEwen for the fastest televised 50. Because they certainly want 2 more here. To 42 now. There's a bit of luck going. I think it's going his way at the moment. I should be able to get safely past the 200 mark. 3 overs to go, another 9 wanted. wants a more strike now. And that's well bowled. Good Yorker. And a sensible shot there to keep it out. It was a good delivery when batsmen are looking. Play a few shots. Just be a single this time. And well bowled again. Oh, it's the big heave-ho, hi-ho, and away it goes, beating everybody, and the first 6 of the day. And that's why Nobby Phillip was pushed up the order, and he's finally obliged his captain, taking the score on to 199. Tremendous swing at this, and away it goes, high in the air, beating the 2 men converging on it, and safely over the ropes. Walker to vote. Another one hoisted away down to 1 on, just the 1 run. A chance now for Derek Pringle. He's got that in his favourite position, tucked it away. Should be cut off this time. But that's enough, he says. He'd like a bit more of the bowling as it moves on to 47. 47 of 38 balls. Doubt if they'll get 2 this time. While the field and a good throw coming in. Has he gone? Yes, a very safe pair of hands too out there. Roger Harper. Don't see him miss many. It brings a 2nd wicket for Walker. Sees the end of Nobby Phillips, who didn't think much to Derek Pringle's bat. Changed the bat, tried to put him over long off, but only succeeded in reaching Roger Harper out there. Safely underneath it, beautifully judged, and the end of Nobby Phillips. A ripple of applause for that bright interlude from the Dominican. And the batsman crossed.
The new batsman,
is Keith Fletcher. No sort of time, of course, for anybody to come in. A few balls remaining. Pringle could use these few balls. And that's crashed through the offside. Should get 2. So there it is. I said that 50 might well be beaten before the season ended. I didn't think the quickest 50 would happen twice in the same innings. Pringle doing it off just 40 balls, which is 11 fewer than Ken McEwen a little earlier. So Walker finishes 2 for 49. And there's the details of Derek Pringle's fine knock here today. 40 balls, his 50 coming out. Fastest of the season, very comfortably. 42 minutes, 6 fours.
Alan Walker's figures, 8 overs, no maidens, 2 for 49.
So Pringle's has the bowling for the final over of this Essex innings. He's on 51, 207 for 4. Neil Malander to bowl it. He's gone, so he's got his 50. At the moment he's got his financial reward, and he's on his way. Malander striking first ball. Jim Griffiths taking the catch behind there. Pringle goes then for 51, and it's 207 for 5. So nothing much should happen. And then those details. He was looking to play the shot which he's favoured most of the afternoon, trying to flick it away on the leg side, but this time he couldn't clear that close infielder. Stuart Turner already out there, about to take guard. 5 balls left. Malander having to wait until his final over for his first wicket of the day. Turner gets the full toss away for a single. Fletcher facing now for the first time. Hoik that away on the leg side. That's very well struck for 4 runs by the Essex captain. Well, I think Keith must have been having a good look at Derek Pringle. Good shots that brought him so many runs, and he tried it successfully too. More variety from Fletcher there, over mid-on. And Stuart Turner doing very well to come back there for the second. Looked after himself, kept himself very fit. 41 years of age now, Stuart, and still turning in some fine performances. Every shot in the book being played down at Luton today. Well, they run for anything. In the end, it's an easy single. So that winds up the Essex innings, and after a slow start, they've done pretty well. They've gone into 216 for 5 in their 40 overs, with fine performances from Gooch, McEwen and Pringle. Swept that away to mid-wicket, and Stuart Turner's picked him up quite beautifully out there on the boundary. Jeff Cook, I think, thinking himself slightly unlucky, the one man out there, and he found him. At the end of a particularly good innings from the Northants captain. He goes for 57, it's 112 now for 2, and we're in the 24th over. To clear that mid-wicket boundary, hitting it with the little bit of in-swing that Gooch provided. But, Stuart Turner getting very comfortably into position, taking a good catch. Field by Keith Fletcher, looking the whole time for the batsman's strengths and weaknesses. And he sliced that away, could be out too, and very safely taken. Desperation there from Robert Bailey, who'd never been at home out there. He squarely scrambled his way to 9. Looking for the big hit to try and get things right. Falls to a fine running catch there by Graham Gooch. Never quite at the pitch of the ball, looking to hit it over mid-off. As a result, he slices it away, and Gooch takes it in very comfortable style. .49 now. that's going to take him to 53. So another 50 on this match. It's come in pretty good time, in fact, off 54 balls, 3 4s and 6, but there have been 2 faster ones today. People on the 14. Should be out. Safely into mid-off's hands. Bobby Phillips takes the catch. Claypool goes off the very last ball today from Graham Gooch. Looking to try and clear mid-off here. Desperately needed a 4. He felt that over. Didn't quite get underneath it. And no problems there. Graham Gooch, 8 overs completed, and he's had a very good day. 2 for 34 to add to the fine 50 he made earlier on. And, tremendous value, Graham Gooch.
Figures 8
Any form
overs,
of
no maidens, 2 for 34.
Batsman to come, Duncan Wild in now, Roger Harper to follow, George Sharp, the 3 more who can throw the bat a bit, and the 3 bowlers, Mallender, Walker and Griffith. But only 4 overs left now. Very nearly got an edge through to the keeper there. Pressure put on the left-hander there. Scamper for the single. That's well backed up by Alan Lamb. He knew what was needed. I think Essex quite happy to give him the single there. For the 3rd man to go back to the boundary. Well bowled. Well, is that a match-winning over? As you see very shortly, because only 3 came from it. Overs to go, 191 for 4, 217 wanted. So it's crept up now to over 8 and over. Boys there on the edge of the seats for these last 3 overs. The Northants boys looking to hope they could repeat one of their 3 victories over Essex, which was on this ground a few years back. So Pringle to bowl again, Lamb to face. He's got to give it a go. And he's found the right spot this time. Pass it to the 2 boundary fielders, and it's 4 runs. Swinging across the line, which is what he's got to do now. Looking for 2, they need 2. Good start to the over for Alan Lamb. for another one in the same spot. One bounce this time, and 2 more. He's got his 8 runs so far, so anything more is a bonus. 18 wanted, 15 balls left. Tremendous diving effort there to try and pick up that catch. But, it's only a single. So the applause for the 200. More, 14 balls. Duncan Wild now faced with Pringle. It's a good looking shot. And that'll do Duncan Wild's confidence a bit of good. Nice firmly played cut for 2. Productive over for Northants, 12 from it. Three for 4, so 14 more wanted, 2 overs to go, 12 balls. And if John Lever produces another over such as his last one, the real pressure for the final over. I'm moving down to have a word with Duncan Wild about this situation. And Keith Fletcher will be in no hurry, as we know of old. Leave it a Wild. Vital over this. And Alan Lamb was out of the traps pretty quickly there, and it was vital to get down to that end. Shout for LBW, always going to miss leg stump, of course. Pitch ball, full toss. It's good running. 2 more. And a nail-biting finish here. It's just over a run of ball. 11 off 10. He's been scoring at a runner ball, slower ball, well bowled, skillful piece of bowling there by Lever. Probably the last thing that Alan Lamb expected. Good change of pace, a different flight. Just threw his shot before the ball arrived. Now, leave it a Wild. Again, fired in at the legs, making it very difficult. John Lever bringing all his long experience to bear here. knows that that is one of the most difficult balls to get away in this sort of situation. Three off the bat, 2 leg byes in this over, and this will be John Lever's last delivery. So yet another leg by. Alan Lamb keeps the strike. John Lever hasn't taken a wicket here today, but no doubt at all his bowling has been the prime factor here for Essex. 8 overs for just 29.
8 overs, no maidens, 0 for 29.
So not good over from Lever. Means that Northants now require 8 off 6 balls. This is where this rule of 4 in the inner circle is a good thing. In the old days everybody would have been back on the fence now, but Keith Fletcher is forced to keep 4 men in that inner circle of discs. And it's Pringle to Lamb. That's in the air. It's down. Sigh of relief from the home spectators there. Graham Gooch, the man in pursuit. And looking for a 4 or a 6 on that leg side boundary. Could well have gone. Instead he's got 2 runs from it. Keeps the strike. And flushes that away, and that could be it. Over the top 6, what a magnificent style to end this match. Alan Lamb, once again the hero there, goes on to 82 not out and ensures a Northants victory here by a margin of 6 wickets. Well, right up to the end, this game could have gone either way, and Alan Lamb has yet to be defeated this year. He's been undefeated in his 3 innings. He's gone well over the 200 mark. 79 balls today, 5 4s, 2 6s, and that last 6 off Derek Pringle, the vital one. So Essex generously applauding him in, and that's how Northants said about this task of making 217. They did it to perfection off the second ball of the final over. A great start by Cook and Larkins, and Alan Lamb, the match winner once again. 82 not out, despite some really fine bowling there from John Lever.